Hey boosters, welcome back to another episode of Bloons Tower Defense Battles. Today we're gonna be showcasing a new tactic that we have actually unlocked. So basically it revolves around three main towers, or actually two, but the third one is a support tower. So firstly the first tower is the Ninja Monkey. And the reason this is really good is because it has really high popping power. As you can see here, Bloon Jitsu is the one of the best actually units, as well as the Flash Bomber, which actually stuns the Bloons, which makes it easier to pop as well. And not only that, but the actual main focus with this strategy is this unique tower called the Monkey Engineer, or for short is NG. So basically, why this engineer is extremely good is because once you get to tier 4, this Bloon trap is really overpowered, because it basically just consumes Bloons and makes them disappear and turns it into cash. And it's like basically unlimited use, except for like a 1 or 2 second cooldown in the in between. So whatever Bloons leak, or if you need a, like for example, pop a Moab, then you can use the Ninja to destroy for the popping power. And the third one is gonna be the Banana Farm, because it gives a lot of money, and that's how you basically get a lot of money to spam Bloon Jitsus and Flash Bombs also, as well as getting the trap off. So I am going to show this replay of a match that I just had just a few minutes ago. And so I'm gonna replay this, and this is a great example of the Ninja NG strategy, or Ninjenji. So as you can see, I am on the left side. I'm gonna move this here. So firstly, I start with the engineer because the ninja's not actually a good starting tower. The engineer is just there to have some popping power, and just to make sure we don't leak as much in the first few rounds. So as you can see, I am saving up the money right here, just stalling basically. And then as you can see, I bought a banana farm in the top right corner on my screen, while the opponent is buying a wizard with the lightning. Wizards are good, but I think Ninja NG is the most broken strategy, other than maybe my other strategy, which is basically wizard glue and cannon. So whiz glue bomb or Ninja NG. Those are the two best strategies personally for me. So we just upgraded to the 9-inch nails there, just to get that popping power so that we don't leak as much. But as you can see, we're still leaking relatively like decently, but we should be fine for now at least. So we're just trying to upgrade that banana farm. So as you can see, I placed a an engineer at the top left corner, and the reason for that is because the range of the engineer is actually the range where you can set down that balloon trap. And you want the balloon trap to be at the start of the level, because so that the leaking balloons can have time to travel, so then you can have time to pop those leaking balloons. So yeah, so that's why I put it here, because that's the start of the map. And then as you can see, I'm upgrading the left path of the engineer, because that path, the tier 4 of that path leads to the balloon trap. So there's also gonna be the cleansing foam that also pops leads and does damage to Bloons as well. But the main goal is, of course, to get that Bloon trap. So as you can see on the top left corner, we're just saving up the money from the banana farms in order to get the Bloon trap on the engineer. Meanwhile, the opponent on the right side is playing with the Buccaneer and Wizard farm strategy. As you can see. So his fourth tower is the engineer, which he's probably not going to use, but his strategy is called the Buck farm strategy. I don't think it's that good because it's not recommended on this map, at least because there's really little water, so it's not really worth it. Oh, so as you can see on the top left corner, I now have the Bloon trap. So as you can see, the Bloon trap is basically just eating up those balloons. You'll see in a few seconds when he starts sending more difficult balloons. So basically how the Bloon trap works is that it has a certain capacity of amount of balloons that it can store. As you can see, it's like eating it up. But once the capacity is maxed, then the Bloon trap is full, and then it will have a purple outline glowing, which means that you have to tap on the trap itself to collect that money that you get from the balloons, from the Bloon trap, and then it will reset the trap so then you can keep consuming the traps. So he does go for an engineer also, but as you can see, he has a wizard. But I strongly recommend that you use ninja with NG and not wiz NG, not wiz NG. So yeah, you'll just see the difference. So basically, as you can see on his map, he made a huge mistake. And I'll let you guys figure out why in 5 seconds. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we actually let some leads leak there, which is really bad because we don't have a flash bomber yet. So that's gonna take our health down significantly, but that should be fine because that was a careless mistake. So basically the mistake that he made was that his engineer is right in the middle of multiple lanes, which means that his engineer trap or Bloon trap can be really misplaced and thus less effective compared to my one, where it's right at the start, getting that money boost as well as the damage to the balloons. So basically with this Ninjenji strategy, you're not supposed to go aggressive, so you most likely aren't going to be sending the other person any eco or any balloons, because you're just focusing on getting as many ninjas as possible to cover for the potential leak if the balloon trap is accidentally maxed out and you forgot to clear it. So yeah, so you want to get as many farms as possible, level them up as much as possible as well, and then you want to just upgrade your towers, so get as many ninjas as possible. So you need to remember to keep spam clicking that balloon trap, because if it resets, you should try and instantly unreset it so that it can take more balloons in, and that way it's the most effective. And yeah, so basically I think you want to get at least 2 flash bombers with the balloon jitsus, because The Bloon trap is not always gonna guarantee that you're gonna keep the leads in, and a few may leak, as you saw in the previous round where we leaked down to 66 health. So that's why the Flash Bomber is there, and it's also good because you can also actually stun the Bloons as well as bringing them back to the start. So you wanna... Oh! We actually leaked to 15 health. So that's why you want to keep tapping on that Bloon trap, because you want to make sure it's not always full. I make a mistake right there for leaving the Bloon trap on full for quite a bit. You should probably keep spamming it, but I don't know why I did not do it there. But if you keep spamming it, it should be really effective. Try to get up to at least 1 or 2 Banana Republics as well for the farms, because that way you'll get the most out of your ninjas and your engineers. So as you can see, the opponent's on full health, but our trap is placed really nicely, and the Bloonjitsu ninjas are doing so much work, negating those leaked Bloons right there, and the Flash Bomber as well. Really effective of a strategy. So we have quite a bit of money there, but the reason I can't really upgrade as much is because I'm just worried about tapping that trap and making sure that it doesn't leak, because one fatal leak can instantly make you lose and kill you. So here's the reason why ninjas are so effective. He has to boost there because he has wizards, which aren't that good against Moabs, but ninjas are extremely effective at destroying Moabs, and that's why we're using ninjas, because we can actually go quite late game with ninjas. Not that late game, but decently late, like round 30, as you can see here. So make sure to keep tapping on that trap, because it's gonna do plenty for you. But as you can see, those Bloonjitsu ninjas are just destroying the Moabs right there. Meanwhile, on the other side, they're kind of struggling. They need a tower boost and all that. Boom. So the Flash Bombers are dealing really well with these ceramics, and then the Bloonjitsus are just destroying the rest of the Bloons. And then, as you can see, we're barely letting the Bloons pass at all, but the other side is actually doing pretty bad in terms of defending because of that Buccaneer choice of monkeys. So I actually forgot to do the trap for a while. But as you can see, the other side is extremely struggling compared to ours. And we're holding on just fine. As if you can see, like, if you see the Bloons actually going past us, it's actually the lag. And there we go, we actually win that. Because of the Ninja NG strategy, the stall is overpowered, and the Bloon popping power is just overpowered in general. So, yeah, that is going to be it for this episode. Yeah, that was just an episode to showcase how extremely overpowered the Ninja NG or Ninjenji strategy is. Well, that's gonna be it. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.